Hello, how you doing? Got some messages for the collective, huh? What's all up to? Please like, share, and subscribe. I really need you to subscribe. If you're listening to this and you have not subscribed, just look over and hit the subscribe button. Please, just do so for me. That's all you gotta do. It won't hurt nobody. And you get messages, you know? Man, they be right on time too, these messages. I'm telling you, ask the rest of the tribe. Ask the rest of the tribe. That did a cartwheel and came out. Oh my goodness. Hey, we got somebody. You. I'm not even gonna say somebody. You. In the face of disappointment. In the face, like while you were down in the dumps. While you were down in the dumps, you became the truth. Like, something happened to where you was like, you know what? I'm talking to somebody that makes something out of nothing. Somebody that been through it. Maybe you've been through it as a kid or a teenager. Maybe your mother or father took you through it, or you went through it with them, and you became a real fucking soldier. You've been put in a position to hit rock bottom, and what you did was you turned that into gold. You're turning that into gold right now. You my kind of people. You my kind of people. In the face of defeat, in the face of a tower, while everything was crumbling in front of you. What? Tell me some more. You destroyed it all. You fought back and you closed the fucking cycle. And you did it really fast. Because you did this shit before. You did this shit before. They don't know, but I do. I can tell. You done this shit before. They thought they had you in the dumps. They thought that they had you completely done. They thought that the tower that they brought to you was gonna destroy you, gonna fall on you, and you will be buried. That's what they thought. Rap Wolverine, I proceed to survive the murder scene. So you like a Wolverine. Like you don't get hurt. Like every time someone tries to kill you, you come out of that shit unscathed. Your clothes may be burnt up or whatever, but you're not hurt. You made it through this shit. You made it through. This was a doozy right here, and you made it out. You made it out, didn't you? You did it looking good too, huh? Looking good too, huh? Now you're in the planning phase. You're not happy about it, but you're in the planning phase. Who are you? You're a fucking magician, baby. Yeah. So, you're like in a phase where you're planning. All right, let me get serious real quick. You're planning, right? You're planning, but it's not the energy of like, oh, I made it out, so I'm gonna celebrate making it out. It's like, oh, I made it out. Now I got to get boots on the ground and start fucking, making my plan and putting everything together and rebuild. That's what I'm hearing. Rebuild. You're rebuilding. Boy, you a bad motherfucker. You rebuilding your happiness on everything I love. That's the Nine of Cups. You just got a tower slammed on top of your head. Somebody pretty much hit your house with a nuclear missile, and you crawled from out underneath the rubble and took off running and went to go start all over again. They thought that they had you completely finished. You got up and went towards your happiness. Wow, you're working on your money. You're gaining control of everything really quick. Like you're rebuilding, rebuilding fast as hell. This is like a reboot for you too, because I heard reboot and rebuild. So it's like you just this has transformed you in some kind of way. This has transformed you in some kind of way, collective. Who you are. You bad though. I like this shit. You one of the X-Men out here. That wasn't fair what happened to you. Spirit is saying that wasn't fair what happened to you. But you had to make the choice. You had to make the choice. You wouldn't take action. This was all brought to you because you didn't take some kind of action that you needed to take. You were dragging your feet. You were dragging your feet when you needed to take some kind of action. Whatever situation just dropped a tower on you. The universe does that too. When there's a clear decision and they've been giving us nudges and warnings that we should get out of something. They were telling you that whoever this person was, that you were dealing with somebody that they were below average. I'm hearing like your royalty, and they were like a peasant level of like giving to you, but the way that you were was like they were getting a royal treatment, but you were getting peasant treatment. And these people were doing some kind of they were manipulators. This person was a manipulator, and the Most High was like, "Hey, get out of this. Hey, get out of this. Hey, get out of this." And you wouldn't listen, and you wouldn't listen, and you wouldn't listen, and you wouldn't listen. And so they allowed this person to do something to you to let you see. So this person caused the tower to hit you and crumble and end the whole thing when you could have got out of there quicker. They are saying you refused to close out the cycle yourself when you didn't listen to your intuition. You didn't listen to your gut. Your gut was telling you to get rid of this, get out of this, get out of this, get out of this, and you ignored it. You weren't even confused. You weren't confused about what was going on in this whole situation. See, I like these cards. Let's get really deep here. I get deep into your emotions with this here. You knew that this person was what they were, even when you got with them, and you decided to accept bare minimum. You accepted bare minimum the entire time. Now, I don't know. It feels like you may have you may have felt like you could have changed this person, or you maybe they didn't know how, or maybe you were trying to teach them how to be what it is that you needed to be. So you're trying to teach somebody how to be what it is that you want. And I know people say that stuff, right? When you get involved with somebody, that you have to basically show them like your love languages and what you like and what you accept and stuff like that. And that's what this feels like. It feels like it was that, but it also feels like this person just does this shit and they don't do anything at all. And you just are saying this over and over again, and they're never being receptive and actually taking action and doing something. And so that's when the universe was like, "Hey, you gonna do something? You gonna do something? If you don't do something, we gonna do something." And they all did something. This person and the universe came together and hit you with a damn tower and changed your life. But guess what? You moved to the Ten of Cups. You got the Nine of Cups and the fucking Ten of Cups. This action This tower is taking you to the 9 and the 10 of cups. There's nothing higher. There's nothing higher emotionally. You're going to feel the greatest. You're probably already starting to feel that shit. But you survived some rough shit here. You survived some rough shit. You were not going to get to where you were trying to get to with this individual. But now that you are by yourself and rebuilding in a rebuild phase, you're about to get to what it is that you're trying to get to. On everything, my ear just rang on the right side. You are healing from this individual in this situation. It's 3 of Swords in reverse. I'm going to take it as healing. I'm not going to take it as healing from a third party. Some of you were married or in a long-term relationship. You're healing from that. You're healing that. Like everything is being healed now. So you have to take your time and feel the healing because the universe has stepped in and they are moving you forward. This is a closing to a chapter. This is a cycle that needed to be completed. This is something that you were destined to go through. You understand? You don't have wishful thinking because you don't understand the grand design of everything that's going on right now. This is something that you signed up to go through. Okay? Now that I'm starting to see it, this is something you were signed up to go through. This catalyst was a catalyst for change in your soul's journey. Okay? That's why you're hitting the 9 of cups and then the 10 of cups right behind it. This is moving you into a space that you signed up for. And you know what? We talked about you being a Wolverine in the beginning, right? This is where shit gets good for you because everything that you went through with mom or with dad, old family situations where, you know, you could have been down bad. Y'all could have been boiling water to take baths. You know what I mean? Like that kind of, you know, that's the kind of person that I'm talking to right here. Like you've been through it a long time before you knew it. Long time before you knew it, you went through it. And you've been going through it for a while. Things have not been successful for you when it comes down to matters of the heart, financial matters and stuff like that. You've just never been able to make it to a place that you wanted to make it to, a place of stability. Stability. This is all what you signed up for before you jumped and incarnated into a body. This is what your soul signed up for. When you were standing in line, looking at everything that was going on Earth, like it was Vegas or Six Flags, you're like, man, I'm in line. I'm going to get my chance. And this is my story. This is what I'm going to do when I get there. This is what I'm going to go through. And when I get done going through all of these things like this, right, then I'm going to hit the happiness. And it looks like you may be going towards that right now. Yes, Lord. It looks like this is a catalyst for your life to change. I really from what I'm seeing, this was a catalyst, right? But in this situation that you were just in, right, you were receiving nudges that was telling you like you could have took an exit earlier out of this situation. But you stayed too long and you got the worst of this situation. They were like, hey, okay, you did it. You don't have to stay there any longer. But there was some kind of belief with you. You believed that this was going to, like you could turn this around. Like you kept believing, oh, I could turn this around. I could turn this around. I could turn this around. I can make this work. And they were nudging you saying, hey, you already fulfilled the contract. You fulfilled the contract. Take your exit. You can exit now. Exit now. And it was like, well, this is already a dead chapter. The contract has been fulfilled. Bring the tower. Then the tower came. Then it activated for everything else to happen right here. So they made it like, you know, okay, you know, so some of you are, if you're reeling from whatever happened in this situation, you shouldn't be, because this is how the story goes. This is a part that it's like it's automated. It's already completed. It's done. That person will never come back to you. You will never go back to them. There is nothing else left there anymore. You understand? This is the part of the story where you actually don't look back anymore and you move towards the 9 and the 10 of cups. Your happiness. This is where a whole new story begins for you. The part of the story that you had to go through it to get to it part, right? You're at the I'm getting to it part. So this is your rebuild phase, and you're moving into getting to the nitty gritty, like to the good shit, to the good life. Okay, that's if you choose. But if you choose to keep doing the same kind of thing that you've been doing, of course you have free will, but that's not a part of your story. And your story is just beginning. You feel like you can't heal or you're not healing from this, but that's just a feeling. Don't worry about that. Yeah, you have lots of worries. What you're worried about is uh, being left out in the cold. You feel like your life is just okay. So this isn't like it's hard to explain this, right? Because it's like part of your soul knows, but another part of your soul doesn't know, and you're afraid, and you're still feeling PTSD from like way back in the day. So you feel like maybe you're destined to be in a down and out all the time, and homeless or fucked up, and that's not the truth. Those are just traumas, and those will be healed moving forward. You shouldn't worry about that. You feel like more towers are coming towards you, but I think that there are happy towers that are coming for you. It's not what you think. Yeah, those towers, everything, that's not the truth. The worry and everything, it's not the truth, and you're gonna see that. This is a part of your life that you're supposed to move into. You're afraid that you won't be able to grow from this, right? This is all like stuff that you picked up along the way. The tragic and terrible things that happened from the past are haunting you now because you feel like nothing that you ever did worked, and you just feel like this is your life now to be in this situation, and the down and out situation, and it's not true. And as soon as you can open up your eyes and really truly see the advantage that you have now, or what's in front of you and what you can build and what you're about to see, then you'll start to understand. But right now, you just can't feel it because it's early. Like it's still a fresh wound right now. You're still nursing yourself and trying to heal. Okay. None of the people or none of the shit before this matters anymore. This is the part that really is going to enrich your soul, is what I'm hearing right now. This is new. I love the way this feels right now. I love where you are at. I love where you are at. Yeah, this person, yeah. You gotta let go of this person, okay? This person couldn't make a choice. So this person, you guys could have had something, right? And that's what you were feeling. This person could have been divinely guided, but they made the wrong made the wrong choice, or they didn't make a choice at all to go with you, to go your way, to learn, to elevate, to um their vibration, like they wouldn't step up to your level in order to move forward and have that damn, that divine partnership. This was a divine person, but they just didn't choose to go with you. They chose something else. So they want to say that they chose something else. I mean, you received the enlightenment that this person wasn't gonna do anything. You knew. You're no fool. You're not a fool. There's a new emotional opportunity that's coming to you too. And I think you know that too. Who are you? It's not a love opportunity though that's coming that you feel. I think it's I think you know what's coming to you. You halfway know though, you know? You don't have to be defensive toward it either. They're starting to give you clues on what's coming here. It's not love. It's not a love offer. So what could it be? What could it be, collective? What could it be? Oh my goodness. Who are you? What do you do? I'm sorry. Let me look. Let me look at this a little harder here. You're special. You're a perfect mix of masculine and feminine energy. What do you do? You're like some kind of gifted individual. Whoever I'm talking to, you're gifted. I think you're about to take off with gifts. I don't get that. That card, that message right there, that's different. You're like the magician. You're like a perfect mix of masculine and feminine. You control elements in some kind of way. You're like a an alchemist, You're a lot. Hey, you need to holler at me in the comments. Whoever this is, your gifts. You're about to take action with your gifts. About to take off. I feel it. It's your work. What do you do for work? What is that thing that you do? Hmm? Send me a message, man. I want to know who you are. That's your tower. That's the tower that's coming towards you. It ain't the tower that you think where you're going to be broke and bummed out. Yeah. It's that shit that you don't have wishful thinking for. Maybe it hasn't made way for you. It wasn't time, is what I just heard. Just like that in my head. It wasn't time. Okay. You know what? I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. It didn't grow fast enough. Yeah, it wasn't time. Hey, I love you all. I'm interested to know who you are. Leave me a comment or something. Leave me a direct message. Hey, hit me. Let me know what's going on. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.